take the easy path, miss the detour that just might lead to something far more extraordinary. Sometimes, some people, not me. A burst of air from an opening into the unknown, forever changed, that draws us to explore. Sometimes the unknown is the greatest adventure.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chloe. What's your name? Drop it down in the comment section and travel with me to a beautiful place called Chattanooga, Tennessee. Hey guys, so we are here at one of the local parks here in Chattanooga. It is super pretty. There's this bridge that's really well known. I guess you can walk across it, and across it is a bunch of restaurants and stuff. This lake is absolutely beautiful. There are boats all across it. There's people fishing on it. There's a whole walking area full of greenery and stuff. Great place for kids to play. Have y'all ever just stopped to look at like the falling leaves and stuff and just think how beautiful nature actually is? I think about it all the time, and I just kind of sit there and stare, and I don't even realize how much time has went by until finally I'm like, wow, it's been an hour of me staring at leaves. So my husband is a big car guy. He loves the classic cars more than anything, and I managed to find this really cool vintage classic like car museum here in Chattanooga. So we figured we'd go, and honestly, even as somebody that is not into cars, this was even exciting for me to see all of the different makes and models and the different cars that they had, as well as like motorcycles, airplanes. They had a lot there, and it was actually extremely interesting. They actually have some really cool, interesting things. Not just cars here, they have like the gas pumps, the different parts for the cars, even the workshop that they actually like flip these cars in. So it's actually really cool, and you can see all of that. So I thought it was just interesting. They even have the really cool vintage planes here as well. So for anybody that likes planes or motorcycles or cars, they definitely have anything and everything at this museum. So it's definitely worth checking out here, even as somebody who wants some new information about these type of things. Pretty cool. Hey guys, so we are actually standing at the top of the Ruby Falls Tower. Really cool. Not a hard walk up here. There are some stairs, so just kind of keep that in mind if anyone's coming to visit. But standing up here, it's really cool. They do have little like lookout binoculars, so you can look across the whole entire town. But actually really cool up here. We had to wait up here just because our visitation to the caverns was a little bit of a wait, so we figured we'd come up here, walk around, see the view, maybe go and get some lunch as well. So yeah. So guys, from here it is going to be a voiceover. It was very crowded in the caverns, so being able to kind of talk was a little difficult. There were kids with us as well, so I didn't want to put their voices in the video, so it's just going to be me. But walking into the cavern was really cool. They did show us a video at the start. I didn't want to put that in just in case it was copyright, but the cavern was all lit up. There were little lights in specific areas. It was a little colder, not too much. I've definitely been to like deeper caverns that were much, much colder. So nonetheless, if you're sensitive to cold, maybe bring a jacket. But it was super cool to see all of the rock formations and whatnot. Here we are just kind of watching little bits of the video. It was really cool, honestly. The video just kind of brought in this sense of like emotion.
Deep inside a mountain. Some folks might call it wise to turn back in favor of sunlight and certainty. Take the easy path. Miss the detour that just might lead to something far more extraordinary. Sometimes, that's right, some ain't there. 420 feet straight into the heart of the earth. We pulled our looking that way into the limestone. Enough to stay put, but then crawling through the dark with the mountain on our heads, we crawled for an hour, 3 hours, 6 hours before we could stand. 17 hours later, we crawled out of the dark, forever changed. It's the anticipation of what lies ahead that pushes us forward, that draws us to explore. Sometimes the unknown is the greatest adventure.
So after the video, we did start walking through. Here I'm filming all of the different little formations that we saw. It did get pretty dark the deeper we went in. There were lights kind of on the ground and way up above, but for the most part it was actually pretty dark. You can see I'm pretty close to the person in front of me. We did try to keep distance as best we could, so if you're claustrophobic, anxiety, fair warning. There's a lot of people that go down that want to see this place. The formations are marked, like the specific ones. I think eventually, like the one we just saw was like an elephant's foot. There's one that's shaped like a chip. So it is really cool to see what nature does, if I'm being honest, just the way that nature can form just different shapes and things. So these are some of the natural formations that the water dripping down has formed. We were pre-warned not to touch them as it will eventually erode the rock. So just to keep it in a little bit more pristine condition, they say to keep your hands off of them, which was a little difficult since there were a bunch of kids around that definitely wanted to touch it. This was one of the hanging chandeliers, which was really cool. It was a chandelier made of rock. And then the journey continued down the dark, narrow pathways. There's coins in there. Guys, if you've been questioning if you should go on an adventure or just to go visit a new place, definitely start close to home. You know, I know 6-hour, 8-hour, or even a day's journey can be extremely overwhelming, but the world's waiting. You know, life is not going to stop for you, so you kind of have to just take it. So start locally. If there's a park you haven't been to, maybe a historic site you haven't been to, go to it. If there is a waterfall a little ways from you, maybe an hour away, go to that. You know, find some local areas, find some places near you that you can go on a Saturday morning, a Sunday morning. Enjoy your time out, because honestly, we don't know if we're here tomorrow. So getting to experience these amazing pieces of nature is extraordinary. Beehives. Oh. After the cavern, we did go back up to Ruby Tower to look over the city, and it did not disappoint. It was glamorous. Guys, take the trip. Eat the cake. Live your life. Live in the now. Live presently, and enjoy every moment that you can. Make a life you know will be worth living. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, a comment. If you loved it, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.